Well, hey guys, it's Darwin, and it has been a red hot minute since I've been on here, since I've done one of these videos. And how have you all been? Hopefully you're doing well. Now, before all the obnoxious comments start of people saying, well, I thought you quit YouTube. No, what I actually said was, I am finished making YouTube videos. Sorta, and I'll elaborate on that here in a second. Sorta, because there's a chance that I could still post something on this channel. And remember when I said not to mention some of the gear that I'm currently working on at Outdoor Evolution. We have our sun hoodie that is very, very close, and it's actually developed into a natural fiber sun hoodie. I can't wait to share that with you. And I'm even currently working on designing a brand new backpack. So here I am. Now that all of that is out of the way, I want to introduce you to something that I've been working on for quite some time and do a full review of the Evolved Supply Co. Ranger. All right, we usually jump to a... All right, so who is Evolved Supply Co.? Well, Evolved Supply Co. is my new gear company. Yep, my new gear company. This isn't a collaboration with another pack company like I've done in the past. It was started by a friend and I about a year ago now, and it's something we've been working on for quite some time. If you want to find out more about Evolved Supply Co., some of the products that we're working on, how it came to be, the manufacturing, all of that stuff, I just released a podcast episode over on the Outdoor Evolution podcast. You can go check that out and get all the information that you're looking for about what Evolved actually is. And I'll leave a link down below. All right, so the reason that you're all here, let's talk about the Ranger. Now, obviously, I'm gonna be a little biased to the Ranger since I designed and developed it, but the Ranger, along with Evolved Supply Co., for me, is really close to 13,000 miles and about 7 years of experience, testing, design, and development. So this is something I had been wanting to do for a while. The Ranger itself was actually designed right here in Arizona, made in Colorado, and literally tested and developed around the world. All the way from the Himalayas in Nepal to the high Andes in Ecuador. We really wanted to get our stuff out of the backyard and really put it through the paces. All right, so let's jump into the specs of the Ranger. The Ranger is a 35 to 40 liter frameless roll top pack made mostly of an EcoPack EPLX 200 material. Now, EPLX 200 is actually made out of 100% recycled bottles. It's laminated, which means that it's perfect for high water resistance and even seam taping. The side pockets are made out of an EPX 200, which is basically the same material. It's recycled, but it is not laminated. The Ranger features a huge outer front and bottom pocket made of a Venom UL stretch mesh, and the super plush shoulder straps are made of a 1/2 inch thick foam, a 3D spacer mesh, and HD PE grid stop on the face, along with 2 load lifters. Now that we have the basic build specs out of the way of the fabrics, let's talk about some of the main features of the Ranger. Starting with the shoulder straps, like everything on this pack, we wanted to make them as modular as possible. So aside from having the traditional daisy chain to attach items, we've also included a thicker piece of webbing for attaching a camera clip for people that carry their camera on their shoulder strap, like myself. This allows you to securely attach your camera clip without going fully around the strap, which can push it and smush down the foam and really start digging into your chest after a while. Don't run a camera? Cool. You can attach additional shoulder strap pockets right over the top of it. The Ranger features an extra long expandable roll top collar, which is why we call it a 35 to 40 liter. So you can expand it all the way up to 40 liters to get a larger load in it, or you can roll it all the way down to the capacity of 35 liters. Along with that feature, we've included multiple top compression attachment points. So if you're carrying a smaller load, you can use the single top compression leash, which is attached to the pack, or you can add the additional Y-strap for carrying something like a bear can, a water bladder, or extra food. The Ranger also features an attachable super plush padded hip belt for when you need to extend your comfort carry range. Some other small features include a bottom pocket trash port, a stowable ice axe loop, and 2 side compression cords for attaching larger items to the side of the pack. It has a torso length of 16 to 18 inches, and the maximum comfort carry range for the Ranger is up to 25 pounds. So the Ranger is offered in 2 different builds. You can either get the complete version that comes with the Y-strap, 2 shoulder pockets, the hip belt, and a nylon fume liner, or you can get the complete stripped down version of the pack that doesn't come with those additional features. The stripped down version comes in at 16 ounces and retails for $250, where the complete version with all of those extra features comes in at 21 ounces and retails for $330. But say you're like me and you don't need the hip belt and you want the stripped down version, you just want to run 1 shoulder pocket and a Y-strap for the occasional bear can carry, you can do that by simply getting the stripped down version, and then each one of those additional features is offered separately. So, who is the Ranger for? Well, it's for everyone. When I went to design this pack, I really wanted to make a Swiss Army knife pack, a pack that was good for just about everything. If I wanted a 35 ultralight pack to go on a through hike of the CDT, I had that pack. If I wanted to build it out and do a weekend backpacking trip with some friends in a national park, carry some extra luxury items, some extra water, some extra food, I had that pack as well. The whole planning process for this pack and a lot of the products that we're working on at Evolved is to keep them as modular as possible. One pack with multiple purposes. The other design aspect of the pack was to give it a little bit of a style, a little bit of a kind of classic outdoors motif, all the way from the color palette with like the Ranger green and the logo, the nice cream patch, to this awesome custom-made aluminum brass finish G-hook. I didn't want to make something that looked like a race car. I wanted to make something that kind of harkened back to the nostalgic days of the great outdoors and make you feel warm and fuzzy when you're going down the trail. So what do I specifically love about the Ranger? Well, again, I'm gonna be biased to it because I designed it, but it is its modularity. So this is the pack that I basically took around the world since May of this year. It's got a ton of miles on it. It's been all the way from Nepal in the Himalayas, hiking up to Everest Base Camp, down in Ecuador in the high Andes and the Amazon jungle. It's been on tons of trails here locally in the Southwest. And I just love all the different things that I can do with the pack. Again, I've completely built it out to do a bigger load. I've completely stripped it down to do some small day hikes and treks in other countries. And I even pack this up and use it as my carry-on bag on domestic flights when I'm going out to do film projects for clients of Outdoor Evolution. So I absolutely love its modularity. The other thing that I really love about the pack is that main fabric, that EPLX 200. I've been super surprised by this fabric. We tried some other stuff. We talked about maybe using Ultra for a while. We talked about going back to the old X-Pack for a while, even maybe DCF, but I was super surprised by this fabric. I love it, number one, because it's made of 100% recycled bottles. It is laminated, so it allows us to tape the seams, which makes it super highly water resistant. And not only is like the inside water resistant, but the outside fabric sheds water really well. When I was in the Himalayas doing my base camp trek, we were right there at the tail end of monsoon season, and it dumped rain on us for like 3 days straight, and all of my stuff inside of this pack stayed insanely dry. Not to mention, when I got into a warmer environment or into a dry environment, the outside face fabric would dry really quick. It didn't soak up water like a sponge like some fabrics do. So overall, I mean, this pack, again, has been about 13,000 miles and 7 years in development, and then tested all around the world. So altogether, I mean, again, I'm partial to it because I made it, but I love the Evolve Supply Co. Ranger. All right, so hopefully this video told you everything that you need to know about the Ranger if you are interested. If you want to find out more, like I said, check out that podcast episode. I do a complete deep dive with my partner about the pack, about some of the products that we have coming up, and about how Evolve Supply Co. came to be. You can also go over to evolvesupplyco.com. We just dropped the pre-sale for the Ranger, and there's a couple other products over there as well. You can find all the specs and all the information about materials and everything on the site. I'll also leave that down below. Guys, it was great seeing you again. Sorry if I was a little rusty. It's been a minute since I've done this. Hopefully you are all doing well. Have a great holiday season. I'm sure I'll see you soon enough. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.